just watched our conversation with Pietro Lagreca, easy for me to say, of AdviceSense. So he stepped away, and now joining us is Rohit Mahna of Salesforce. And we've been giving the audience a view kind of between sessions, behind the scenes, about what you talked about in today's session. And I've been checking the tweets, and what came up...
Looking good so far?
I mean, you look great right there. What do you think of that photo? I don't know who took that, but it looks really good.
Good-looking guy there.
Absolutely. But clearly what you're wanting the enterprise market to take away is the investment in the Salesforce Financial Services Cloud. So for those who are watching, what's the key takeaway? What should audience members take away about the opportunity that's coming with the Financial Services Cloud?
Sure. So important thing to know is Salesforce is 16 plus years old now. And for quite amount of that time, we've had a tremendous amount of success with our financial services customers across the gamut. From the insurance side, banking side, wealth management side, global firms, small firms. And what we've always heard from firms is they love what we offer them. They love our platform. They love the fact that it's customer-centric.
Yeah.
In the past few years, what people have been asking is, could you give us a little bit more of an industry flavor? You know, can you take your incredible customer success platform that connects marketing to sales to service, and can you give it to us in an industry flavor? And that's exactly what we're doing with the financial services.
Because based on some of my experience, what I hear from advisors, they're choosing bits and pieces from the Salesforce App Exchange. They may be developing things on their own, and it sort of turns into an ad hoc assemblage of a variety of solutions. So is this one way to answer a unification of the experience in the financial services industry?
I think, Bill, what's most important to think about is the end client and what their needs are.
So
their
investor,
goals.
right?
The investor, you know, in the wealth space. And as we know, the investors are smarter than ever before. They're empowered. They can go online. They're socially connected. They're collaborating with their trusted network of friends.
Oh, yeah.
And what they're looking for from their advisor is a much more connected experience, right? They want the ability to pick up the phone and talk to Bill, my advisor. I then want to continue that conversation on a phone. You know, if I just want to check in and ask you a question, I should be able to do it, you know, when maybe I'm on a line at Starbucks. So that's kind of the way we're looking at it, is let's take our customer success platform, make it all about the way an advisor works, build this great ecosystem around it, and just make sure it's a driving towards what that advisor wants, and that advisor wants to build deeper relationships with the client and be able to be empowered to go to wherever a client is. So that's what we've been up to.
So along those lines, from the client side, I want to switch to the advisor focus, because you spent some time talking about the tear sheet opportunities, which I think is very prevalent in the wirehouses and in the institutional side. I think to independent advisors, they're not as familiar with tear sheets, but my takeaway is it's a consolidated summary of what's important and the critical issues that an investor needs or the end client needs. Is that the purpose that the tear sheets serve inside the new Financial Services Cloud?
You nailed it. So we were just talking about the change with the client. So let's, to your point, switch gears. The change with an advisor is they're really busy. They've got a lot going on.
They have 100 clients, 200 clients, and the important details begin to fall off the brain tracks.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on with each client.
That's right. So what we've really thought a lot about is how do you make that easy? How do you take the productivity from an advisor and just heighten it so they can get back to what they love doing? That's working with clients. So something I talked about in this session is, I remember when I was in high school, you probably were the same. You got assigned a novel you had to read, a book to read. You went out and bought the Cliff
Notes.
Right? What'd you love with the Cliff Notes? It quickly, you know, gave you a glimpse of everything that was going on. Then when you needed, you drilled into that chapter. That's what we're doing with the tear sheet. So we're taking that same metaphor, bringing it in to the way an advisor works. And that is, an advisor should be able to go to one simple screen. On that screen, be able to see everything that's going on with that client in totality, communications you've had, interests, you know, that you've tagged with the client, what's going on with their portfolio, are there any servicing issues, do you have a meeting coming up? You know, just everything that you need to know about that client, and just arm them with that information very simply.
Right. I took a screen capture, so it's on my Twitter feed of you know, one of the dashboards there, and I said, well, it's good, but there's a ton of data there, so walk me through the customization. I assume that almost every widget, every little window in here is fully customizable. advisors and enterprises can hide what they don't feel is important and raise the important information up to the top of the dashboard. Is really that what the cloud platform is built upon?
The real idea is, data is not the issue with advisors. You're buying data, you're getting it from your biz dev team, you're getting, data from your back end tools, your planning tools. What we've really thought about is how do you take that data, derive knowledge, and make it actionable?
Yeah.
Put it on a Today page where you could see it, have the data talk to me, and then to your point, as the advisor, empower them to customize it. Maybe you just want to see, your latest tasks. Maybe another advisor wants to see prospecting used to leads that are coming in.
They're all different.
Everyone's different.
You ask 10 advisors how they do the business, you're going to get 10 different responses.
Right. So the way we think of it is, build a great platform that brings all that data together, then empower the advisor to customize their experience.
So the $1 million question from attendees and people participating, when are they going to be able to see this? So give us an update of the timeline of introduction in the marketplace.
Sure. So our Financial Services Cloud right now is in pilot phase, and we will be generally available in Q1 next year. So right around the corner.
Terrific. Yeah, it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed the session. Again, I took a lot of great notes, posted a lot of information out there on Twitter for everyone. So thanks for taking the time to share that.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having me on here.
All right.
Good to see all you.
Thank you, everyone.